For Calgary Fish Creek.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Soon in this province, Albertans will be heading to the polls and will be able to see democracy in action. The word democracy itself means government by the people and for the people, not what the Premier thinks is best for the people. People wanted a fixed election date, and the Premier promised one to be set in March 2012, back in September when she was trying to get votes, but instead she backpedaled, and today we're still trying to guess when the election will be. Last year, the Premier promised new whistleblower legislation to encourage government workers to speak out about waste, fraud or abuse in government. Well, here we are today with no legislation, no answers to the waste, fraud and abuse in government. On health care, people expected and wanted a health inquiry that included investigating the intimidation of doctors. The Premier even said that an inquiry would have to include doctor intimidation and alluded to it more than once over the past several months. But instead, she broke yet another promise and is asking doctors and our other health professionals to take a back seat by ignoring the will of the people. Is this what the Premier calls real-life leadership? I can tell you one thing for certain, Mr. Speaker. Albertans aren't interested in that type of leadership. Leadership that doesn't listen to the people and breaks promises. Leadership that says one thing but means another. Instead of building on a promise that prides itself on being strong and free, the Premier is looking increasingly weak and controlling. We're starting to hear across the province that people feel this Premier can no longer be trusted because she no longer trusts the will of the people. She has forgotten that it is the people that are in charge and not the PC party. Soon it will be time for the people to choose and no longer for the Premier to choose for the people.
Hey, well done. The Honourable